people like me. You need people like me so you can point your f***ing fingers and say, that's the bad guy. That's the bad guy. That's the bad guy. That's the bad guy. That's the bad guy.
Welcome to the motherfucking relay. We're covering today's top boxing news. Ow!
Okay, we'll start with this. The latest from Germany's own Nina Meinke, whose fight with Amanda Serrano was canceled this past weekend. We talked about that.
It's unfortunate.
Nina Meinke is heartbroken after fight cancellation and hoping for a postponement. I hope the fight is just postponed. I'm ready. I'm ready when she is. I'm waiting for this fight. I want this fight, and I hope this is going to happen. If not today, then another day. I just really hope this fight happens. I really, really want this fight. I'm going to sleep training, waiting for the call. I absolutely love the atmosphere in Puerto Rico. It's been such a good time. It's been such a pleasure to be here, and I hope I can come back to this beautiful island. And she's been a good sport throughout all of this. Nina Meinke, Nina the Brave.
The story is she was paid her purse in full, even though they were only required to pay half.
She was awarded her full fight purse, even though the fight didn't happen. And that was very good of the people at Most Valuable Promotions. Very good of Amanda Serrano. So for Nina Meinke, it wasn't an effort in vain. It wasn't a camp in vain. She did get paid for the work that she'd put in.
She was going to lose that fight.
I got nothing against Nina Meinke. I admire her courage. But if the fight would have went through, not only do I think she would have lost, I think she would have got stopped.
So she's made out pretty well from all of this, that she got to get paid a decent purse without getting knocked out for it, because she was going to get knocked out.
And it just so happens that Nina Meinke is ranked at number 1 by way of 3 of the 4 alphabets. 3 of the 4 sanctioning bodies rank Nina Meinke at number 1. The IBF, the WBO, and the WBA. So she remains a person of interest in a pole position to challenge for one or some of Amanda's alphabet titles. The question is, are they going to reschedule this fight, or is it scrapped? Is it done altogether?
Could be.
The event in Puerto Rico, that took months, and I mean months of planning. I was aware of it last year, that this is what they were trying to do next for Amanda Serrano. I don't know that it's going to be rescheduled. If it isn't, as stated, Nina Meinke, she has her number 1 ranks working for her that could perhaps secure her another decent-sized purse with another outfit. For any major promotional outfit that has a horse, has a pony in that featherweight show, Nina Meinke,
if they can get a fight with her, if you're a Karis Artingstall, if you're a Raven Chapman,
fighting Nina Meinke could get you a cushy spot by way of the alphabets. Nina Meinke, who sports a professional record of 18 wins with 3 losses, no draws, 4 knockouts, having only ever been knocked out once in 21 professional bouts. She's experienced. She's been around the block. Even if she was overmatched against Amanda Serrano, not everyone is Amanda Serrano. Context is key. There are very few, if any, featherweights that stand a chance against Amanda.
There's an opportunity here.
An opportunity for boxers, Karis Artingstall, an opportunity for Queensbury's Raven Chapman, that if they're willing to pay to play to get Nina Meinke in the ring, there's something in it for them.
What?
Well, I said it before the fight's cancellation, that after she does what she does with Nina, she's going to go back to mixed martial arts. She signed a pact with the PFL. So in all likelihood, she's going to vacate the 3 remaining alphabet titles she's still holding on to. And that could still happen.
So if someone were to get Nina Meinke in the ring and beat her and get in that number 1 position, they'd be in a pole position to pick up a newly vacated title, should Amanda vacate them.
That opportunity is there for Nina, too. If Nina Meinke so decides to play it safe, wait things out, wait for one of those titles to become available.
Maybe she could become a champion.
Keep busy with a couple of stiffs, keep busy with a couple of no-hopers while she waits for one of those titles to become available. I mean, she wants to fight Amanda. She's said that, and I believe her.
But she may not get the chance.
So if she doesn't, what she can do is bide her time until she can fight for a newly vacated alphabet title. She can do that. See if she can't become a champion.
Yo, Andrew.
Hey, bro. All right, talk to us.
Bro, I don't give a fuck, bro. They held me down and they made me watch little kids get. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Where?
Bro, they fucking took me to the fucking woods, bro, and they fucking tied. I'm not fucking joking, bro. I have fucking proof, bro. I don't give a fuck. Bro, I fucking will show you every fucking video you could ever fucking believe. Bohemian Grove is real. They fucking tied me down
Punched you in the brown?
and they made me fucking watch, dog. I absolutely don't give a fuck anymore. Yes, I fucking lost it. They're little kids.
He doesn't want to take us all, so let's go. Come on, Ryan. He doesn't want to take us. Come on.
Fuck this guy.
Bro, fuck this dude, dude.
Who? You
Bro,
do know
you know the higher elites, bro. You already know who they are, bro.
No, you know what?
you know the path you're
Andrew,
going down is dangerous, my friend.
I
That's what
don't
I'm
give
worried
a
about.
fuck. I don't give a fuck. They can't touch me. I'm a god.
Didn't they touch you already?
Well, that's the first point of contention because I care about you a lot, and I can assure you from my own personal experience that they can touch you,
They did touch him in the brown.
which is the
Bro,
worst part
no, they
about it.
can't, bro. All right, so come touch me, you fucking bitch.
Whoa.
You have
I
proof
don't
of these
give.
things. You have proof of this on your phone?
Yes, of course I do. The fuck you talking about? Of course. If Alex could get a fucking video from the Bohemian Grove, of course I could.
Who's Alex?
Alex Trebek, he used to host Jeopardy.
Well, I have to be careful what I say because I'm in the middle of a judicial process right now.
You want me to
Well,
get you out of it? I can help
Well,
you.
bro, my door gets kicked in if I say what I'm thinking.
Okay, well, I can help you get out of it if you want. I know people.
People that punched you in the brown?
Oh. Tell everyone at home then. Start from the beginning. When did this happen? Where did this happen? What exactly did you see? Why have you tweeted the things you've tweeted? Let people at home understand you a little bit
Because
more.
I don't give a fuck, bro. They me, right? I was 2 years old. I have proof of that too. That's where it all started, bro. Okay?
You do know there's going to be certain people who believe, and I'm Ryan. You know I like you.
Of
We've been
course.
speaking for years. You know there's going to
Yes.
be people who believe you're just saying this because you've, I don't know, had a mental breakdown or taken drugs and you're
Of
repeating
course,
some
of
of the
course.
things you've said on the internet, and
Guess
so they're
what?
going to not believe you unless you come
Give
at
me
it
the
very
drug test then,
coherently.
Andrew. Andrew, I'll go to fucking Romania and take a drug test in front of your face.
In your face!
Bro, you don't want to come here. You don't need Romanian jail. It's bad for your fight camp. But I'm just asking, like you're gonna have to tell a far more coherent story from start to finish for people to truly understand that what you're saying happened is what you saw, and that this is not some sort of episode or anything else. This is my advice to you as a brother. I'm trying to make it. If you want people to believe you, you're gonna have to come along and explain from the absolute beginning exactly how it happened, who was involved, how you got there, what car you were in, where you were standing, everything.
Of course they're gonna want that, and I have all the information possible.
Okay, so when you're releasing it, how are you releasing it, or are you keeping it for yourself? Because it looks like you don't want to keep it for yourself.
I don't. At the right time, I'm gonna release all of it.
The time is now.
But at the right time, I'm gonna do it. They're already calling me to tell me to stop. I don't give a fuck, dude.
Can Ryan Garcia have a boxing match without it turning into another episode of Days of Our Lives? Can he have a boxing match without turning into a fucking soap opera? Devin Haney reacted to Ryan Garcia's latest rant and he said, "Give Ryan an Oscar, please. This is all an act, y'all."
You don't believe they touched his butthole?
Yeah, somebody did, but it wasn't the lizard people. I don't know about you guys, but I was taught a long time ago that timing is key. Timing is everything. And Ryan is having this mental breakdown right before he's supposed to fight Devin Haney. Right after he said that he would like to have the fight moved from New York over to Vegas, he starts experiencing mental health issues. The timing of it all.
Yeah, Devin says the fight is still happening.
Devin Haney said the fight is still happening April 20th. He's just playing crazy to quote-unquote sell it, which is weird because it's people who are actually crazy out there, but he's just acting for attention, to which Fight Hub's Marcos Villegas responded, "I hope you're right, Devin."
Listen,
I don't think he's going through anything, and I'm not going to apologize for that. I think he's faking. I think it could be a ploy to get out of this fight, or it could be a ploy to sell this fight. That's what Devin Haney is saying. On the premise that it is, well, then it's highly exploitative to pretend you're having mental health issues and going through something when there are actual people with actual issues. And for you to use this as an arm of promotion, it's exploitative.
Appalling.
Oh, you're saying you were in the woods and the lizard people were playing hide the peanut butter with you.
Find the peanut butter.
Just seems like the kind of thing you'd tell a therapist or a medical professional. All of this is coming out now that you're supposed to be facing Devin Haney, who you've never really been crazy about fighting. You've walked away from this fight 2 times already. And if I didn't know better, I'd say you're just using all of this to try and walk away from it again. Though Devin says different. Devin says this is just him trying to sell the fight, get attention on it. And if that's what he's doing that. It's getting a lot of attention, though for the wrong reasons.
Souring the experience.
Did you forget why we're all here? We're all here to see a fight. Irrespective of Ryan Garcia's latest mental health episode, nobody actually thinks he can beat Devin Haney. I don't know if you guys do, but I don't.
It's not an intriguing fight. It's a big fight. It's a big money fight because of Ryan's profile. But as far as it being intriguing and competitive and all those elements that make you want to see a fight, this has none of those. Not for me.
I don't think of this as a fight. I think of it as Devin Haney taking Ryan to school. I think of Devin Haney as being a consummate professional with all the discipline and restraint that Ryan doesn't have. Ryan behaves like a petulant child because he had a profile. He started making very good money in the sport before a lot of fighters did, though not for fighting. It's all due to his social media presence.
Not due to the sport.
Which is why he seems to have no regard for it. No regard for the process, no respect for the sport.
Because most people who know him don't know him for anyone who he fought or anyone who he beat. They just follow him on Instagram.
His claim to fame and what he owes his profile to is not the sport of boxing. It's a social media app. That's what he owes his fame to. So why would he have any regard or any respect for the sport of boxing?
He doesn't.
Why do you think he was saying belts don't mean anything and all of that stuff 2 years ago or however long it's been?
Remember?
Bottom line, I don't actually believe Ryan is having a mental health crisis. I think he's pretending to have one, though to what end, I don't know.
But I don't trust anybody who lip syncs on TikTok.
I think he's acting like Devin says he's acting, but to what end? I don't know.
Hola a todos, aquí saludándolos, agradecido con mi equipo, con Eddie Reynoso, que ha estado conmigo desde que inicié en este deporte. Ya tengo más de 20 años en este deporte, 19 de profesional, y hoy cumplo 13 años de ganar mi primer campeonato mundial. Muy orgulloso, muy contento, espero seguir dándole satisfacciones. 13 años peleando en el primer nivel también, así que me siento muy orgulloso y espero seguir dándoles buenas peleas. Esperen noticias pronto y agradecido con todos ustedes. Muchas gracias.
For those non-Spanish speaking members who may be viewing this video, that was Canelo Alvarez saying in so many words that he's celebrating the 13th anniversary of his first world title win. He's there with his team member, Eddie Reynoso, longtime team member for something like 20 or over 20 years. I think it's important to note that he said that Eddie's been with him for a very long time, because it kind of reminded me of that nasty rumor we heard 2 days ago that the reason Canelo didn't go with Eddie is because Eddie offended Eddie Reynoso.
But Eddie Hearn told Eddie Reynoso, you're basically just a trainer.
As you can imagine, someone, anyone, even Eddie Hearn, talking to Eddie Reynoso like that, who's been in Canelo Alvarez's corner since the beginning.
That might have been enough to drive a wedge between Eddie Hearn and Team Canelo. That's the rumor.
The latest regarding Canelo Alvarez, per a tweet from Mike Kopinger, seems to indicate that Canelo and the PBC are discussing a Jaime Munguia fight May 4th after sides split last week with 2 fights left on a 3-fight deal signed in June of last year. If a deal is reached, this would be a new pact. Canelo was discussing a 2-fight deal with DAZN for fights with Jaime Munguia and Edgar Berlanga before he re-engaged with the PBC. Could be for 1 fight, could be for 2. Nothing is signed yet.
So what that means is that the old deal is null and void.
The old deal is out the window because Al Heyman didn't want to honor it. He didn't want to pay Canelo what he originally agreed to pay him for a Charlo fight. And let's hope that a Charlo fight doesn't see the light of day. Mike Kopinger continued to be clear. The old 3-fight deal between Canelo and the PBC was effectively torn up last week as Canelo Alvarez began exploring a deal with DAZN. Now, increasingly likely he returns to the PBC with different money being discussed and no Jermall Charlo fight.
Thank God.
I think that's a sigh of relief that we all can breathe, because I don't think anyone wants to see Canelo Alvarez share the ring with Jermall Charlo. He's a junkie. He's a drug addict. Why should he get a crack at Undisputed?
They're saying this might be a one-fight deal, though.
Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. If this turns out to be a one-fight deal with Al Heyman and his PBC for a fight on Amazon Prime, it's not even against one of Al Heyman's fighters. It's not even against the PBC fighter. So what do you need him for?
If you went as far as tearing up the old agreement, what was the 3-fight deal that you reached last year?
And you're not even fighting one of his fighters this one, then what do you need him for?
That's not all.
Izquierdazo, a very popular boxing periodical south of the border, says it's going to go on 2 platforms. Canelo versus Munguia will go through DAZN and Amazon Prime, according to Guillermo Brito, the Zanfer Promotions executive. For those not aware, Jaime Munguia is a Zanfer Promotions fighter. He is only co-promoted by Golden Boy Promotions.
I don't think Heyman's gonna like that.
I don't think he wants to share the rights to the fight with DAZN, but that's how the cookie might crumble. 2 platforms, 2 big platforms, airing the same fight amplifies that fight's exposure. To market the fight to as many people as possible across as many platforms as possible. We've seen that as of late with some of the Saudi shows.
Right.
Fiscally, I think that could be quite beneficial to Canelo Alvarez, who we all know is getting the lion's share of the pot. He's the A-side, he's the undisputed champion, he's the cash cow. So whatever comes in, he's getting a big chunk of that, whether it's on Amazon or DAZN.
It's beneficial to DAZN, too.
If they do get the broadcast rights to it, some territories, this one and some other territories abroad, because if Canelo's guarantee is coming from Al Heyman, that means this is at no risk to them. No risk to Matchroom, no risk to DAZN.
Then why involve them?
Because of Jaime Munguia, because in this part of the world he fights on a DAZN platform, and by using DAZN, you can get the fight out there to that many more people, that many more sports fans, because that's who DAZN caters to.
Sports fans.
60 million of them. Amazon Prime may be a bigger platform with more subscribers, but how many of them are there for sports? More specifically, how many of them are there for boxing?
So that's the benefit.
And that's why DAZN might be involved, because of Jaime and because they can help market and distribute this pay-per-view to optimize earnings and exposure.
Still seems a redundancy that Canelo's involving Al Heyman.
To fight a DAZN fighter for what could be a one-fight deal, just a one-fight deal, then why involve him at all?
Because Eddie pissed you off?
I don't know, but this is fast becoming a tedious affair, and I just want something to get announced. I just want this to be official.
I like the fight.
Yeah, I don't mind Canelo Alvarez versus Jaime Munguia. Boxer puncher, counter puncher versus pressure fighter. Usually that makes for a good TV fight.
This will be a fun fight to watch.